So you can see here is my second attempt at using the mask on the ammo cartridge. Much better results, and I've kind of worked out that you can actually use this mask stuff in pretty thin layers. And you can see here, my first attempt I used quite large amounts, lobbed it right in there, so you could so it was quite a thick layer, and it's kind of left it a little bit rough in places. So here's the third one, and maybe you can just make out a kind of purpley mist on the vents inside there. That's actually a very thin layer of maskol, and it literally is all you need. And you literally just take a brush and dip it in to the gap and let it sort of seep downwards so it gets into all the corners, and it dries in less than 10 minutes. So I'm going to now apply it to the underneath and then give it a coat of clear blue, just like this one here, and that should be the ammo cartridges done. Now I've also added the first blue base coat for these corner thruster packs. I'm going to do a post shade in lighter blue for these, and then I can remove the masking and start work on the actual legs. Here's how it looks, and when you take the liquid mask out, just grab a bit here, you can see very thin film comes loose, and there you have it. I think this one turned out the best out of the three. Very clean, shouldn't have to retouch it. And I'm just going to mask off these little square parts. Just going to mask off these square parts here and this top knob here. So I've just done a serious amount of masking here, just so we can pick out a few details on the big gun, like the cables there and so on and so forth. And I think I'm just going to do these little edge parts in either gunmetal or duralanium or in polished brass. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so here's how we're looking after all the masking has been done. Hasn't been panel lined yet, but I think it turned out okay. Not too scruffy. Here's the went a bit crazy on the main barrel of the big gun, and added sort of a metallic Supra style barrel covering. Still needs panel lining, of course. There's the main body of the big gun. Just added a few details, hand brushed on. Masked off these wire parts in a different colour, like a gunmetal colour. And finally, on each one of the ammo packs, just masked off these little squares, just to add some detail. And what I need to do now is give it some panel lining, give it another clear coat, and then I can get on with doing the stand here. So here we have the completed upper section of the big gun. I have dry brushed it and added in some panel lining. Looking pretty good, quite pleased with that. And all I need to do now is just give that a bit of a clear coat, just to seal in all the dry brushing. You can see here all the millions of tiny thrusters needed for the stand of the big gun, and here's all the plates that go over the screws. I'm going to do those in polished brass, same as these, all in polished brass. Here's the little antenna-y things. I'll just do them in silver. You can see here I've done again an awful lot of masking on the stand itself. So it's going to be a kind of shiny gunmetal underneath the masking, and over the top it's just going to be a kind of flat grey, and I'm just about to start doing some pre-shading along all the edges, just in black, just to give it a bit more of a dimension. And then we're ready to take off all the masking, do a bit more panel lining, and the big gun section of the Thunderbolt will be done. That's the pre-shade done. And here is the stand now with its bluey grey colour over the pre-shading. Now it's just a matter of taking the masking tape off and adding on all of these little thruster parts, and we'll see how that looks. And there we go, that's the completed big gun. Stand is now completed. Added some dry brush details just to make it look a bit more metallic. It certainly is very big. Now it's just a matter of doing the Zaku. I'm going to do it in a similar style. Very kind of battle worn, as you can see. So let's get started on the Zaku 2. So I'm starting off with all of the sort of inner frame parts here. I'm going to do all of these in black primer. I'd like it to have a kind of matte effect, and I've also set up here just a few other parts that I'm going to do in metallics. So we're talking the weapons, the fuel tank, the backpack, and a few other bits, and I'm going to do all of those in black enamel. So let's get started. Here's one of the completed pieces of black tubing, and as you can see, all I did was do quite a thick coat of black primer, which gave it a kind of matted rubber look, and then I dry brushed over the top just in some light grey, just to pick out the details. I'm not sure how well you can see it on the camera, if it ever focuses, but it turned out okay. And that's the same on all the kind of covered and rubber piping parts. And I've got everything now mounted up, all the outside armour parts. I've already enamelled all the metallic parts over there. So let's get on and prime this lot. And that's the base metallics done for the main Zaku model. And I think with that I'm going to call it a day. So thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time.